Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Squad of Lay, and this is a key talking point that I've decided to make. It's the things that the changes need to happen for next season. The things that the structure of the club, the way the team is run, the sort of players we have. I just want to just kind of touch upon that because I just feel as though it's a crucial talking point. I just feel as though I have to mention it. Now I'm doing outside because the weather's lovely. The weather is quite nice. But yeah, obviously after yesterday's uninspiring, disappointing result against Liverpool. Of course, the performance wasn't bad. If you think the performance was bad, then you must be living under a rock, or you have no clue about football, because the performance wasn't even bad. And like I said in my review after the game, I wasn't even angry about the performance, to be honest. I thought that we played particularly well at times. I thought we were the better team at times. There was that 10-minute spell, if you remember, after we went 2-0 down, where Hazard missed those two chances and it came back to haunt us. But what I want to touch upon, number one, is regarding the transfer ban. Obviously, that we're probably going to have in the summer. Now the thing is, obviously we had that meeting last Thursday on the 11th of April, which just gone by, with FIFA in Zurich, about a meeting to basically allow us to have one more window to sign players. Now we haven't heard the news just yet, but we should hear it within the next few days or so, maybe even a week, depending on the context and situation. But if we do get if the ban does get upheld and we are able to do it, then I think it's positive news, to be honest. I think it's great news. But yeah, hang on. But yeah, just overall, it's a bit of a tight one still, because at the end of the day, if this transfer ban does not get upheld, then we are in a very tight scenario. Now, I may sound very controversial here, but in my opinion, if we do not get this transfer ban upheld, then in my opinion, you guys that have watched my channel for a while, I'm a massive Sarri advocate. I'm Sarri, and I believe in the process, I believe in this philosophy, and I believe that if you give them the time and resources, it will sink in. But if we do get a transfer ban, we haven't got the personnel to play his style of football. Therefore, as much as I love Sarri, it'd be the best for the club if we sack him in the summer, because next season's not going to be any different. We're going to have the same crop of players. Maybe Pulisic is added, or worst case scenario, Eden Hazard goes, which is probably the likely outcome at the moment. We're going to be even worse next season, and especially with the players that we have who aren't suited to attacking style of football, it would be more ideal to go to get a more defensive manager to get the best out of this group, because we can't keep going like this. We'll keep declining. We cannot continue as a football club to be run like this, to play like this. That's why the transfer ban is key, in my opinion. If we get it, then it's good. But at the end of the day, it's a very, very tight one. Like I said, if we do get the transfer window, then I'm sorry, because we can get the personnel he requires, we can get the players that he needs to play his attacking style of football, and next season we'll be much better than this season. Obviously, it's a process, so players will be more adapted. We'll get players that are adapted to a system, and next season we'll be higher up the table, play much better football, and everything will be rosy. But that's regarding that. Like I said, I sound very controversial when I say that, in my opinion, that Mauricio Sarri should be sacked if we do not get the transfer. Look, I'm not sorry by any means, but it depends on the circumstances and the context of the situation. But yeah, that's regarding that. Leave me your thoughts, guys, below regarding that. Do you agree with me in the fact that if we don't get this transfer ban upheld, then is there any point in keeping Sarri? Because at the end of the day, we haven't got the players to play football. Yesterday we saw there are 50% of that first 11 who are not suited to play football, and we struggled, because the idea of bringing Sarri in is so that we can go to lots of Anfield, to Etihad, and we go toe to toe with these teams playing attacking football, exhilarating, fantastic football. But with the players we have who aren't suited to this system, it's not possible. And if you have a transfer ban and we can't sign players that he wants, what's the point of keeping Sarri? That's my question I want to pose you guys. And then the other part as well is regarding the structure of this football club, because it can't continue like this. in my opinion, it has to come to a point where it stops, because we've been poorly run for how many years now? Maybe 4 or 5 years. We've been so poorly run. You look at our board structure, the fact that we haven't got a director of football. I've already mentioned this point, but the fact that we haven't got a director of football is astonishing, and it's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, how we haven't still got a director of football until this day, since Marco Emenalo left back in late November 2017, is incredible. It doesn't make any sort of sense to me, because obviously we're linked to Luis Campos, Michael Ballack, etc., but we've never acquired these, and it showed in the transfer market, that horrendous 2017 summer transfer window, then the January window, then the summer before as well, not even signing any single attacking reinforcement, because Mourinho Gunn Sky is really good with like finances and sales. On that side of the part, Chelsea doing relatively well, but when it comes to the footballing slide, because she hasn't got that footballing knowledge, we're suffering so much, and the team is getting neglected, and therefore the club and the team is declining. Every season we're getting worse and worse. Teams are progressing, they're signing top players, top talent, or we're signing average players who basically bring the club profit, rather than developing these young players into superstars, or even signing superstars. We're not that club that we used to be. We're not the club that go out into the market and spend loads. So therefore there's only a couple of solutions. The only solution we really do have is, if this is the way the club want to go forward, if Roman is not going to invest his money anymore, he either A, has to sell the club, because the club cannot run like this anymore. A, he has to change the board, completely change the structure of the club, which I believe he won't do because he trusts Mourinho Gunn Sky too much, or he needs to sell up. It's as simple as that, because we cannot continue like this. Or if he refuses to sell up and he's adamant that this board stays, we have to rely on the youth, and a Luis Campos or a director of football has to be hired, because the youth has to be integrated. If we can't spend big like Man City and get these players, then we have to rely on the youth, the conveyor belt of youth that we have. We've got top talent available online. We have top talent in the academy, but if we're not going to utilise them, what's the point? It's been years now, ruined. As much as I love Jose Mourinho, I love him for everything he's done, the most successful manager Chelsea have ever had. However, he made a massive error in 2012-2013. We had that top talent ready to build our future. Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah, Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, we still have Eden Hazard, Juan Mata, Oscar. These top players that we did have at the time. And it's just been completely overshadowed and ruined. And our future's been ruined, which is why we've been struggling these past few seasons. That's the thing, Jose Mourinho. He's all about instant success. He's not about the long-term future, the long-term build. And that's his massive error. But like I said, I was going off topic there, but like I said, the main thing that we need to be aware of is either we have to spend like Man City to be back up top with the big boys, or we have to rely on the youth. It's as simple as that. We cannot continue running like this as a football club. It's not sustainable, and we're just going to keep going on a decline. We're going to be heading into mediocrity. Like I said, the structure of the club has to be changed, either at the board level, either the owner has to change, or we have to hire a director of football, because it's not going to work. And the other thing that really annoyed me as well, which I read, is Luis Campos apparently has had a verbal agreement with Roma to be their new director of football. So that's really pissed me off, because I really thought that with Luis Campos coming, our whole academy, our whole youth structure would change for the better. And it just looks like it's gone to Roma, and it's just Mourinho's disaster class once again. It's just such a piss take. But the final point I do want to mention before I do end this video is regarding the mentality of the squad. How many times this season have we headed into games half-time 0-0, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Everton, Leicester, many more, and we've come out in the second half and absolutely capitulate. Mentally, we just drop. We concede one goal and instantly we lose the game. There's been 2 occasions this season where we've gone a goal down and we've come back to win the game. And both of those were against fucking Cardiff, who are probably going to get relegated. I mean, that tells you a lot, surely, about the mentality of this squad, the mentality. When we move into next season, the mentality has to change. Either we need to sign better top-class players, and with Sarri, implementing his philosophy, hopefully the players will understand that, not to start panicking and, start relying on certain individuals to pull them out of the game, but rather work as a team, press as a team, and get back into the game as a team. Hopefully, with Sarri being next season, can implement philosophy. But the mentality of the squad has to change, because next season it's going to be even worse. If we concede, what does that say? Oh, it's game over pretty much. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? So that has to change. But that is going to wrap up the video for today. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. And like I said, comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and comment do you agree with me as well on the fact of Sarri? If we do get this transfer ban, is there any point in keeping him? But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys 4 minutes video. Peace.